Back where you belong. Back where you belong. Well, hi guys, Chuck, how's the Mopar? Welcome back. Getting back to the Coronet for a minute anyway. Put new springs in. We're going to drop the rear axle. Clean that up. I've got a 355 sure grip in that bucket. And we're going to go ahead and paint the axle and if I'll sandblast it. Whatever. We'll see, man. I don't know yet. But, yeah, true to form around here. I just got crap everywhere. It's the way it is. We thrashed on the engine build and the dyno. Yeah, I spray stuff. Oh, damn, son. Anyway, yeah, let me get the car up and we'll take a look at what we got. We're going to drop it down and work on this thing. Maybe do the fuel tank. Did I say that already? And fuel and brake lines, because why not? Also, I got some spots underneath there when I painted the belly that I missed, so I'm going to get all that. Okay, here we go. All right, she's up in the air. I got the tires off, so I'm going to get the shocks. I've cut the brake lines, pull the drums and the backing plates, and drop this sucker down. I thought I ordered new shackles, but I guess not. That's all right. It'll be okay. All right, let me set you guys up. You can watch me struggle on the bus. The struggle bus. Ow! Done. Okay, cleaned up. Actually, everything's cleaned up. Old Ringo's been singing to me. More on that in a minute. That's a 277 open with a damn pinion snubber. I'm sure they're gonna wrap it up, wrap something up with the mighty 361 and a 277. We don't want to be twisting axles, boys. Yeah, Ringo. He's kept singing to me. You know, it don't come easy. You know, it don't come easy. You got to pay your blue. Whatever. Anyway, here we are. What a greasy damn mess this was. My shackles. Okay, so this is the backing plates. They're going to be scrapped. I'm not sure these won't be scrapped too. I'll clean them up. I've honestly gotten aftermarket ones before, and damn if it didn't twist right off. That's mostly rubber, I think. Nuts. Backing plates, yeah. One strap came off, and the rest I had to cut, and then I had to cut them again just to get them out because they get flat at the top. They won't go through the hole. I'll get the mounts off later. You can see these bushings were junk. Yeah. That may have caused a problem. You know what? I'll use that American steel versus something that even Dr. Diff's going to get me. The axle tube, good. I did nick it a little when I was cutting. It's on the other side. I don't think it's a problem. I may tappy tap with some welds on this side. Where are you? Yeah, because you know it's not very thick. Yeah, whatever. Gotta pay attention. The axles. Okay. Crap, man. I forgot. I didn't even think about maybe having to do the bearings. And yes, it would be a damn good idea. And I might as well get greasy again. I'll clean them up and have a look. You know, I mean, changing them would be the smart move. Something I've never done. Ever. Not have I done ever. I'll be putting in right-hand threads and all that stuff. New ones on both sides. I know Don would do it, and he would prefer if I would bring him with the bearings cut off already. That's not something I've done ever. I could do it. I just got to call. Got to be careful you don't cut through. I guess they cut them right here. Cut the bearing, then this has to get pressed off, I believe. You know, that whatever the hell that ring is. That is a smart move, though. Do the bearings and be done with it. Well, anyway, yeah, I'm done for today. 1 o'clock. So, you guys saw Jay's SST. I'm going over to see it right now. We're going to finish up, you know, that little video with him. And I think it's mostly together, ready to drive. Anyway, all right, boys, I will see you when I see you. A few minutes as far as you're concerned. Okay.
Several days later.
A couple days later, and nothing's changed. Okay, so we're gonna do a little lapsey, not time lapse, but just, you know, when I do the music and bits and whatnot. So these got to come off the spring purchase, mounts, whatever. Everything's got to get blasted except for that mess. Oh, so I had burned up, got the torch out and paint and burn these off. These will live. Should I get some new hardware nuts there for prettiness, or just use the 1965 stuff? Probably, guys, right? Yeah. So what's going to happen, this is getting sandblasted. And I have no desire to get any sand inside of there. So I'm going to take that piece of plywood right there and cut a chunk and bang some holes in there and bolt it down with plenty of grease around there. Yeah, that gasket is on there, boys. Down here, she'll just get taped, I suspect. Do I go to the trouble to make some little ones? These pieces would be something I would never always have, just like this one here, where I'll set the differential on there to paint it. Although my differential looks like it's actually okay. And then go from there. Yeah, so we'll be chipping off the dirt off of there first, pop the seals, make that thing, blast these things. Is that all? I guess. And oh, I haven't made a decision over here yet. My axle bearings, I guess it goes without saying, they should just get changed. I'm sure they're fine. Is that race been spinning? Who knows? This would be trouble. Got to get that locking ring off, get these off, and press it on. Certainly greasy as hell. I don't know, boys. You already know what I should do. I know what I don't want to do is that. Anyway, all right, let's set up and start cleaning.
A few moments later.
All right. I was actually leaving the house, and I decided to come out here and take a look at what we got. It's about 2 hours after. Guys, that's hardener. It's saw. I mean, you could put a fingernail in it, but Rust-Oleum gloss black. It'd be sticky tomorrow still without the hardener. Now this. I was gonna hang it up, and the only reason I screwed with anything was because there's stink bugs and everything else out there. Oh yeah, that was awesome. So I went to all the trouble to, make these little wooden things on the end, and then I forgot that. So certainly there's some crap in there. But anyway, so when I brought this in, I lost it. Oh, it's still sticky down there. All right, hold on. Anyway, I lost it as I was bringing it in. I know why it's sticky, because there's grease there. Yeah, and I got a big old handhold in there, but it looks like, from what I can see, it's all right. Yoink. Yoink. Anyway, that's that for now. Now, as I'm sitting here determining what I'm going to do going forward, I believe I'm going to just put the axle and the springs and stuff back in, because they got to be somewhere. They might as well be inside the damn car, right? Instead of, just sitting around here waiting for the big final deal. I still got the axles. I do have some green bearings. I don't know if I'm going to use them or not. I'm going to clean those up and see how they look. I still got to knock out the studs. Anyway, that's where we are now. Anyway, I'll see you in the morning. We're going to put that back in there and probably clean up the center section, paint it, and axles, I guess. I'll determine. Okay.
4 to 6 weeks later.
Yeah, several weeks later. It's been a minute since I touched this car, since I painted this. So here it is. And like I think I told you, when I set this down in there, I fat fingered somewhere, paint all over, but it just flowed. I mean, it's an axle, right? So let's get these off, wipe it down, because there's going to be, schmutz in there. What I'm going to do, since I forgot this, I'm going to shove a deal in there and blast it with brake clean down there and let everything go that way. The Professor Jeff, he blasted one of these and just blasted it, nothing on here. Well, he was going through wheel bearings like crazy for a while, even though he thought he cleaned it. So whatever. Yeah, it's silica sand I use. Anyway, so okay, let me set you up. We'll get these off. I got to look at the axles. I do have green bearings that I would rather not do. So I'm going to clean these up on my own, because to get these off, you got to cut the lock ring, cut this, cut the race, and then put your green bearings on. Press. I don't feel like doing that. My goal today is, it's later in the afternoon, get the axle hung back in there, at least on, Cat, interrupting my shot. I gotta take down my bug zapper too for the winter. Yeah, get it done so that at least that's hanging. In the morning I'll get out here and rock it, baby. Okay, let's see what we have. Quit filming. All right. Probably eat up a little. I don't care. All right. Honestly, yeah, it looks pretty clean. We're still gonna spray it out though, boys. Spray it with brake clean. Can't hurt. Can't hurt. All right, let me clean this up, get the other two off, and we'll go from there. We'll take a look at those axles. I'll get them cleaned up, the bearings. We'll see what we got. Okay. All right, here we are. I hope I got all the damn grit out of here. Feels all right. Feels whatever. Not feeling any more. Anyway, okay, our bearings. This is a passenger. Don't hate them. I'm gonna run them. I gotta grease them. Get a needle deal out here and do it. Everything's fairly cleaned up. These, the carrier's a little bit not as good. I'm running them, guys. I don't care. Yeah, I'm gonna run them. This is more than what happened with Louise. I guess I greased those, which that means I will have to replace the wheel seal. That will be on the car. So anyway, yeah, let me get us underneath there, because like I said, can you see me? Our goal is to at least hang this axle with our springs. Let's go look at our springs real quick. These are my springs. I got these it's Espo Springs and Things out of Pennsylvania. You can order, I guess, for about anything. You know, I asked them about the 56, said, you make me springs for 56 Savoy? She's like, oh yeah. So anyway, I ordered these at a stock arch. Now the Cuda's got their springs. I think we've got these on 3 cars, I forget. But anyway, I'm very happy with them. And I've had these now since the spring. Got the springs in the spring. And yeah, it came with bushings. You can get the shackles. I'm gonna run with what I got. And yeah, like I said, you can order them with I guess maybe 2 inches over stock. I have stock height on there. And so, yeah. Anyway, let me get them unwrapped. I'll see you guys under the car. All right, boys. Get the spring hanger back in there. Spraying. Get her in. Keep on making this car mobile. I'm not tightening everything, okay? Yeah, you could use a little grease, but that's all right. No, these will get tightened, only with my little 3/8 impact, but yeah, the rest of it, we'll wait till we get her at least on the ground. I know it won't be that heavy, because there's no glass and no interior or anything, but yeah, we'll just wait on the rest of it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get on there. All right, there's those. Let's go around to the other side. All right, I dug out the old bushings. They weren't good. No, they were bad. Yep. And actually, they came out okay. There's not a whole lot of cursing going on. All right, let's see what I can do here, boys. Here's a little Windex. There we go. Get in there. You know you want to go to your home, your new home. Yeah, yep. I suppose there's a grease you can use. I don't have any. Windex works, at least for this. Get in your home. Almost. Yes, success. Wouldn't have hurt to squirt some in the hole. All right, let's get the shackle, the hanger. Now, there might be a rumor going about that I use a little bit of grease on this one when I did the other one. That is not true. Oh my goodness. But you know what? Grease and rubber work well together. I don't care what anybody says. Yeah, it's just fine. There you go. This ain't working, boys. You're flopping all over the place. You can see something. Get in there, you rotten little booger. There we go. Atta girl. All right. Let's go hang a spring on the front, and then we'll... Yeah, then we'll do the other ones. to the bottom one. All right. All right, let's see how this goes together. I do have grease on this one for sure. Get in there, booger. Get in your home. I can't see the hole. There we go. You got barely enough room to get that bolt in there. Oh, bugger. There we go. All right. Now, I gotta get the nuts started before you do the rest of it. Can you guys see anything? Barely. All right, you guys get the idea. Let me get that on. All right, boys, I don't know what you can see when I'm farting around here, but I guess you can see something. Let's put a little grease on this one and a little grease on this one up here. Yeah. Up she goes. You know what? I shouldn't have put that shackle in all the way in. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. I knew better too. There we go. Yuck. Got a couple nuts. I think we got enough thread showing there. Oh yeah. That's what Daddy likes. All right, I will finish doing this. We're gonna hang a axle back where it belongs. All right. All right, boys. It's me bringing the axle tube in. Ah! Yeah, me bringing the axle tube in. Now, I'm gonna find out pretty quick if I should've... Oh, the cat's back. I'm gonna find out pretty quick if I should've changed these, cat. I should have, he won't quit me out, so I'll let him in. Whether I should have changed these axle seals out up there, but I think this is where I want to do it. Anyway, all right, I gotta let that stupid cat in the house. He'll meow until his voice goes bad. That's the truth, so there. All right, we're gonna put these U-bolts on. These are just steel. I have not, there's no finish on them, so they will rust. I think, in the interest of being Chuck, I'm going to shoot them with some clear once everything's together, and let Mother Nature do what she will. Sure these are spread. Oh, there we go. There you go. Can find the hole, guys. Okay. About where they're going to go. I am going to do the other side, and I will be back because there's one more thing I got to do. The center section needs to be painted. If I want to finish this tomorrow, that really ought to be dry. So let me do the other side, and I'll see you out doing the center section in a minute. Oh God, these things are heavy. Wicked heavy. Okay, there we go. I might have to delete that one out. So, there's that. And it does look like it needs some cleaning up. So, yeah, I'm going to clean this up. And I just usually spray this with this cast iron paint, which I think I have some here. It certainly is greasy. Go figure. So this is a 742 case, 355. I think that ought to, and with a 28-inch tire, She drops her down a little bit. Got to clean this up and tape it a little bit, and we'll see about painting it. Plus, it's going to rain.
The next day.
Yup, the next day. Let's see if we can't wrap this mess up. Somebody's texting me. I went and got some cast blast. Couldn't abide the silver. I'm too eat up. What are you gonna do? So now I gotta change this seal out. Yeah. Got one somewhere. Oh, okay, so here, boys. It's somewhere else. Got all this stuff, but this is the gasket I'm using. It's called a lube locker, okay? Lube locker. I don't know the number. I'll see if I can't throw it up. These are reusable. The Cuda, I've had it out, I don't know how many times, half a dozen, and I can reuse it. Now, this is metal, and unfortunately, when you put the diff in, it catches here. You can jack it up, literally. I mean, ruin it. Not ruin it. It still works, but there's my garbage. Anyway, I'd like to get this wrapped up because I want to take Miss Louise on a date, and I don't even know where, but, you know, we actually went out for dinner last night, went to do a little Cracker Barrel action. So anyway, let me pop this sucker out. We'll let you guys ride along for this. This is always awesome. I hope I got a piece of PVC big enough for that. Okay. Here's the new seal. I got a 2-inch coupler here. It's not exactly what I like. We'll see how it works. Let's just start. Ow. Come out of there, man. All right. There she is. All right, abracadabra. Give her a little. I did put some grease in there. The games begin. No. Man, I'm getting bored. I think we're done. Cool. All right, so there's that. The yoke. What I like about the 742 case is there's no crush sleeve in there. So you can just put this sucker on your yokes and wham it on to the proper torque, of course, and you're good. Now, I've got a few. I picked them up. This one here. This is a big yoke. What I do plan on using. Due to the high horsepower nature of my car. Haha, okay. This one somebody's decided to be a little ugly with. I'm gonna go blast this real quick. We're gonna see what that looks like. There's no groove, you know, from the seal. I actually put a speedy sleeve on this one, and here's a speedy sleeve. Okay, it's just a There's that sleeve is in there, and you put it on here and knock it in. I got this from Dr. Diff, and it looks like I might have ran this on something. Honestly, there's no big grooves in any of these. I picked these up at whatchamajiggers, you know, but the big one is, are the threads good? These look okay. Anyway, I'll go blast this and we'll decide. Okay, these are 1/4 28. My thread chaser that's flat on the bottom. There's a little schmutz in there. All right, let me finish this. I think this thing's gonna pass muster, and we will put a speedy sleeve on that sucker. All right, there's it is. Just take that all the way down to there, and it's not supposed to leak. I did put a little bit of grease on there, guys. I don't know if that's right or not. Stand by. That's it. There's one speedy sleeve installed. All right, boys. I hate to leave you unfulfilled, but yeah, the diff's in. I didn't want to be groaning and letting out gas and all that stuff in front of you guys, to be honest with you. This is, well, just put the pinion snubber on. So, yeah, it's on. And, well, you know what, boys? Good and tight. Yeah, it'll work. It'll work or it won't, right? All right, let's see how long this takes. I already put friction modifier in there, 4 ounces. This is what Dr. Diff says, a 4-ounce bottle. Okay, so this is what I did to make sure I'm getting that seal in far enough. Okay, whatever, that's what I did. So what I'm gonna do, and knock, knock, knock on heaven's door here. There we go. Goodness. These are better seals than the ones I'm putting in, I think. Yeah. All right, let me wipe her down a little. Maybe scuff it with a little bit of sandpaper and go from there. All right, I do have a little bit of axle juice on here. Axle juice and grease, and I did already grease the seal. All right, let's see if we can ruin a seal here today, huh? See if we can ruin a seal. Pretty good. Not bad. There's that. I might play with it a little more. I think this side's a little higher. But yeah, there's a seal in. Okay. New studs. So there's like 5 studs there and 1 stud here. Anyway, so I got this nifty tool laying here somewhere. These are all left-hand threads. We don't like left-hand threads anymore. Lemon squeezy. Out with the old. And then with the new. Okay. That's not a bad idea to wear earplugs with this too. Get on there. Go to the shitter. There it is. Sunk. All right, rinse and repeat. Get back to you in a minute. We're going to grease those bearings. Getting grease on everything, boys. Okay, so I've elected not to change these bearings. Okay, now some of you are going to say you're an idiot. Yeah, maybe. We're going to find out. It's either going to burn up or they won't, right? A little between each bearing. Ultimately, guys, I end up packing them like you do the old school way in your hand, and I think that actually did okay. My little needle thing is, it's what it is. Okay, you can get some in there. Yeah, sticking it in between all the inside ones, and then I'll go around the outside. All right, let's finish this job. I still got to set the end play. Batteries run low. Now, if you guys remember, I did these drums. These are 11-inch I'm putting on here. They are full of spider webs because they've been in my basement for damn near 2 years, I'll bet. Wait a minute. Yeah. Yep. This thing came with 10-inch drums, small block car, quote unquote. I mean, it was a, you know, 361, but yeah, that doesn't count for getting the big uns. Getting the big uns. Now, this differential, I know nothing about, okay? I hope it's not junk. I really do. We're gonna see. Jerry, it looks like it's been rebuilt before. Okay, I bought it from Jerry, our buddy that has a Superbird and all them fancy cars. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see, man. We will see. All right, boys, let me finish this up and we'll go sit the end play on the other side. All right, boys, got you set up over here. Lean on the concrete. So we want like 8 to 18 on the axle end play in these things. You see, she's kind of set up. We get about 22. So what I understand, I need to take this thing all the way in until we got no end play and then back it out. So, yeah, all that in mind, let me start tippy tapping. So let's do this, but I have no end play now at all. So, all right, yeah, she's tight now, boys. All right, there's zero-ish. Got it right where you can see and I can't see it. Okay. Now we'll take it back out. Let's see what we get there. 4 thousandths. 6. Okay, I just pushed it a little bit on my own. It's about 8. Oh, I forgot. There. Let's see what that does. It's about 12. That's about 13. About 10. I think that's what I want. All right. Cool. Okay. She's done. I'm not sure I'm completely and utterly happy with everything. we'll see. You didn't see me smack the axles in before I did the dial indicator. Currently there's no fluid, only the additive. I've not tightened anything up. I'm not putting it back on the ground because there's parts. Stuff I got to go back and repaint. But I'm cooked. I'm not cooked, but I'm tired of doing this, that's for sure. Yeah, it's raining. That's the second rain we've gotten in 3 months after the wettest spring I've ever seen. Anyway, so yeah, it's on. Got 11-inch drums. We need to, I need to check stuff. And I'm uncertain about some stuff, so I'm going to call the professor and we're going to chat because Jeff knows some stuff. And ultimately, we'll see how she does and whether or not I should have put green bearings on. Didn't want to. The old diff, what I say, 276 probably. I saw the number on there. I said another number that I don't think they produced, but anyway, so that's it. Yeah, boys, anyway, that's it. I am gonna wipe down my tools, put everything away, and call it a day. As always, thanks for coming along. See you on the next one. See ya.